Most beginners think drawing is a natural talent you're born with, but it's actually a set of skills that you haven't learned yet. If you feel your progress has stalled, it's likely because you're missing some core fundamentals. Today, I'm breaking down 5 essential lessons that took my drawing skill to the next level, that every artist needs to master to stop guessing and start creating. Let's dive in.
Drawing from observation. Start with simple objects around your home: a mug, a shoe, a plant, a bottle. The key is to not invent or stylize. Just draw exactly what you see, not what you think you see. Look at angles, proportions, and how parts relate to each other. Use this measuring trick. Hold your pencil at arm's length, locked in place against your ear, and compare widths, heights, and angles. Build the drawing slowly, layer by layer, focusing on shapes first, then details. You can pick whatever simple object in your home. Draw every household object that you have, and it will radically improve your skill. This trains your eye to truly see objects as they are. Personally, this approach helped my drawing skill the most, more than anything. It's the foundation of accurate observation and realistic rendering. How did your observational exercise go for you? Drop me a comment below and let me know how you got on. I'd love to hear from you. And make sure you watch the next section, as this is the one exercise that can radically improve your drawing skill the most. Basic shapes and forms. Everything you draw comes from basic shapes, so triangles, circles, squares, and these turn into basic forms: cubes, cylinders, and spheres, and also cones. Instead of outlining an object directly, break it down into basic forms. For example, a mug is a cylinder with a curved handle. A chair is mostly boxes and cylinders. Understanding forms in 3D allows you to shade and render realistically. You're no longer guessing light or volume because you understand the structure beneath. Practice by drawing objects in shapes only, then gradually adding details. Mastering forms makes complex drawings and objects much more manageable. If this is helping so far, smash that like button and subscribe for even more videos in the future. The next exercise adds depth, and this is where drawings really start to feel properly 3-dimensional. Measure and compare. I've got some apples here from a photo, and all I want you to do is just to observe their shapes carefully. Notice the size of one apple compared to the others. Are they the same height, the same width? Take your pencil or drawing tool, hold it up, and use it as a measuring stick. Start by measuring one apple's height and compare it to the width. Then see how that relates to other apples. This is just about seeing relationships between objects. You can also use this technique for portraits. Think about facial features, your eyes, nose, mouth, and ears. They all have relationships to one another. Just like the apples, you can measure one feature and compare it to the next. For example, how wide is the nose compared to the eyes? How far apart are the eyes from each other? And if you're finding it tricky, grids can also help as well. Overlaying a grid on your reference photo and lightly drawing a corresponding grid on your page lets you break the subject into smaller, manageable sections. Coming up next, we'll dive into a skill that takes all of this even further. And once you get this, suddenly everything starts making sense. Learn perspective, 1, 2, and 3 points. Perspective gives your drawings depth and realism. 1-point perspective is for straight-on views, like looking down a hallway, lines receding to a single point. 2-point perspective handles corners and angles, like a building or a table corner. 3-point adds height and drama, great for landscapes or dramatic angles. Perspective isn't just for landscapes. It completely changes the way you draw objects, portraits, and interiors. Once you grasp perspective, everything you draw feels grounded in space, and your composition gains confidence and believability. Start with boxes first to get the hang of receding lines, then apply it to other subjects. Practice your weaknesses. Beginners often stick to what's comfortable. I'm also a culprit of this. Things like hands, faces, and foreshortened angles. Tricky textures that get avoided. But avoiding challenges slows your progress. Instead, deliberately practice your weak spots. Spend a few minutes on hand from different angles, a foreshortened arm, or an object from a difficult perspective. Even short, focused sessions daily yield massive results. The goal is skill growth, not comfort, and targeting weaknesses produce the biggest leaps in ability. Negative space. Instead of drawing the object itself, observe and draw the spaces around it. For example, with a chair, look at the gaps between the legs under the seat or between the backrest and seat. This is similar to drawing upside down. It forces your brain to see shapes accurately, not just symbolically. Negative space trains your eye to judge proportion and placement correctly, instantly improving your drawings, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced. Tonal drawing. Tone gives drawings form, weight, and depth. Start with simple light and dark values, not detail. Shade objects as they were spheres, observing how light hits surfaces where shadows fall. Smooth value changes bring shapes to life, reinforces your understanding of form, perspective, and observation, and make your line work more confident. In this exercise, just draw a face using 2 or 3 tones only. No outlines. Tonal skills ties everything together. Observation, structure, perspective, giving your art a 3-dimensional quality.